Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you a couple ways that you can reallocate superannuation in the event that you get to the, say, end of a quarter and one of your employees taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, before you send my super off, I just want to let you know that I've changed funds, so don't pay anything to the old fund. And so what you want to do is reallocate that superannuation. So I'm just going to start just by running the super contributions report. And I've just got 2 employees selected for the current quarter, because we're going to show you a couple different scenarios here. So the first one is just with this employee here, Bailey Johnson. He's changed funds. This is where the super went when we processed his pays. And so what we want to do now is just reallocate to the new super fund. So what we'll do in this instance, because we haven't actually rolled the period yet, we can still go in and we can process another pay for Bailey only. And what will happen is when we try to do that, we'll get a little message saying you've already processed the pay. And we'll just go through, and I'll just maximize that screen so we've got a bit more room to play with. And what we want to do, a couple of things, is that we've already added the new super fund in to Bailey's account and flag that as his primary super fund. So that's the one that we want his new allocation to go to. We don't actually want to pay Bailey again, so what we can do here is we can just delete the line. And what we need to do as well is that we do need to have a pay item that goes onto the pay slip. Actually, it's an allowance that I've set up for that purpose, for the reallocation of super. So we're not actually going to be paying anything. It's just one of the rules of Sybiz Visipay is a payslip needs a at least one pay item on it. So now what we want to do is we essentially want to drill down into the super record here, and I've made my life hopefully a little bit easier by just copying the amount onto my clipboard. And so we want the new fund to get the 679.28 that was originally processed through to the old fund, and we want the old fund to essentially get negative that amount. So I'll just OK that now, and you'll see there's nothing to pay, no tax or anything. It's just the reallocation of superannuation. And so we'll process that through, do the departmental allocation if we wanted to, etc. And once we're happy with that, we'll go back and just run the super contributions report. Again, what I've done is just use my save settings here just to make life a little bit easier. And we'll run that report now, and we'll see that the super for our friend Bailey here is 0 for the original super fund. And if we just go through the last page here, you'll see that it's the new fund has got the 679.28 that we wanted. So just while we're here, what we're going to do is just remember the amounts for the second employee, and we'll just close out. And next thing we'll do is we'll just roll the period. So I've shown you, I guess, one way of doing it if the period's still open, but if the period's been rolled, what options do you have? So we'll just quickly roll that period, and then once that's done, we'll go in to, I'm just saying this to clear the bank transfers and make life easier there. And we'll go into Brett's record. Like Bailey, what we've done is we have added the second super fund in, or at least in Brett's case, he's already had the 2 super funds, but he just wants to rationalise that into one. So again, we've rolled the period now, so we don't have the option to do another pay within the same period that we want to make the contributions for. So I'm just going to show you the correction option for reallocation of super. And yeah, essentially what we do here, very similar to what we did in the previous exercise, we just want to add the 2147 on this occasion to the line above. And I wasn't clever enough to do a copy to the clipboard for that one, but I do have the total down the bottom as to what it should be. So 107.35, zero out the one below, and OK that through. And when you go to do your super contributions report after we process that, everything's going to be in the right bucket accordingly. So that is the super reallocation process in Sybiz Visipay. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Sybiz.